Hello Virgo, Virgo rising, and of course all of you Virgo moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting January 13th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what is going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Wednesday, we've actually got Venus, planet of love, harmony, and affection, newly arrived in Pisces, your 7th house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one relationship zone. This is your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, and your roommate, forming a gorgeous sextile to Uranus, which is actually in your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, as well as culture, and your spiritual life and philosophy. Now, when Venus and Uranus sextile like this, there seems to be some kind of breakthrough, some kind of epiphany, some kind of shift in the attitude of a close one-on-one connection. Something that actually frees them, or you, from maybe an old way of thinking, an old mental pattern, maybe even an old worldview, that suddenly gets them to go much deeper with you. We have a deeper connection, a deeper emotional, spiritual, or maybe even romantic sensibility occurring here. And this new sensibility that is emerging with Venus is also bringing in a lot more of a tighter love connection. This can also be developing some kind of new kind of soul connection to be explored with an existing partner or maybe even somebody new. But with Uranus in your 9th house, this is going to, of course, sometimes shake things up a little bit. That's what Uranus does. Uranus is going to be presenting things that are outside both of your guys' comfort zones. This is not going to be something that necessarily validates or affirms anyone's personal belief systems or their past. It's a wave of the future. And it's something that, again, it's going to be a shake-up, but I think it's going to be a fun adventure for all involved. Romantic, platonic, business, what have you. When it comes to Friday, we've actually got Mercury, planet of communications, haste and speed in your 6th house of work, your reputation, your schedule, forming a gorgeous sextile to Chiron in your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy. But we're definitely seeing this lean more towards the area of money and the practical. You see, with Mercury involved here, there is a shift going on with how fast you are able to actually accrue material resources, whether they are tools, whether they are contacts, yes, even money. And this happens in such a way where we might actually be able to start turning around a situation with Chiron in your 8th house where something about money or resources that are maybe not necessarily being handled properly or fairly by other people. Maybe we're sharing it with them, maybe they owe it to us, or maybe something that they're doing or something about what we're supposed to do with and for them is keeping us from actually achieving our highest potential when it comes to earning in this way, is getting cleared up. So it depends on where this is happening. Because it's 8th house, 6th house, this could be something on the job getting fixed, or something out in the personal life getting fixed. But at the end of the day, it means more money, it means more of, work freedom, it does mean a better quality of life and working conditions for you, and that's what we like. Now, before we move on to the cards, as you know, I'm doing a new thing just to make sure people know what's up, and I'm moving the stuff I always say at the beginning to the middle so people can't skip it. I did actually put up a video that'll help people find videos they are looking for if they're having a hard time finding a horoscope or something that they really want to see but they have not been able to find it on their own. I'm always going to be keeping those in the down bar below now, that link, so you can always find that. It's a little tech support, or you can click on my avatar beneath this video, go to my main channel page, and just simply scroll down. Also, I have uploaded clips that I've extracted from the monthly astrology horoscopes for January from my Patreon covering the eclipse and the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. So I would ask that you please, if you want to check those things out, those are available as well on the main channel page, or you can follow the links below. So, what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for this week, when it comes to your cards, we've actually got the Tower card reversed, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Wands reversed as far as your spiritual themes or the spiritual energies that are governing your experience. So when it comes to that, we actually have this big focus of a lot of you Virgo people having a bit of a Cinderella week, it seems. Something that you've been blocked from or denied from is now suddenly becoming yours. Because the Tower card reverse is like, things are falling apart when you're leaving people to their own devices. And that might be okay, to be perfectly frank. Because I'm looking at the Tower card reverse and you are seeing, okay, look, I've had to go without because I was trying to do for you. I've had to go without because I was capitulating to your limitations or whatever situation that you have that, you know, puts you where you are and makes you do what you do. And the Tower card reverse is indicating, well, no more. And quite frankly, this could be a chance for some recovery, of chance, opportunity, or maybe even, again, resources for the Virgo people. The reason I say it's kind of like a Cinderella story is because with the Outflux card over here with the Seven of Wands in reverse, it makes me think of people who are resistant to change, people who are maybe imposing sort of a limited or cycling status quo around you, not being able to do so. With the Seven of Wands reversed, as an outflux, you're no longer having to work twice as hard just to get what you wanted in the first place. And we talk about resistance with the Seven of Wands reversed. You know, think about your environment. Think about the company that you're keeping. We may actually have to start paying attention to where we need to divest our energies to have our best chance, right? When we think about the Cinderella story, okay, well, to be perfectly honest, girl didn't get her best chance until she was able to do something that was not at, you know, in the best interest or in accordance with the wishes of her stepmother and stepsisters. Now, the temptation may be to go back when you get what you want and be like, ah, bitches, but it's just better to move on with your life, because with the influx of the Six of Swords in reverse, well, to be perfectly honest, you are having opportunities come back to you that may have been repelled by that influence, repelled by people like that, or situations like that in your life. In fact, the Six of Swords reversed, you know, again, an opportunity is turning itself around. Or has perhaps a person's resistance to change in your life blocked you from maybe a transfer you wanted to have, a promotion, or something even more grand. This is a week where a lot of Virgo people, if you are willing to let people go down in the mess that they made for themselves, you'll be actually better off. Again, everyone at the end of the day is in charge for how they hold up their own reality. And if you divesting causes the whole thing to come down, that's not really your fault. When it comes to the bottom here, the mundane concerns, we've got, for your material concerns, we've got the Four of Wands upright. And it does look like the next platform, the next breakthrough, the next milestone, the next new normal is ready for you. Now, this could absolutely be a new job or maybe even a new position opening up. With the Four of Wands upright, we see actually a very strong upgrade, a very strong improvement over what you've been doing. It's kind of like getting the news that the house that you hired the builders to build is finished and it's ready for move-in. That's the energy that's coming through with the Four of Wands upright. You know, this could actually be something where, again, something that you've been forced to wait on, or maybe you've been forced to be extra patient with, whether it is a transaction or something going on with your professional life, is finally substantiating. It's finally ready to come out of the oven, and you're finally ready to have your cake and eat it. What I like about the Four of Wands as well is that, again, there is this promise of a no going back graduation in that transition. Now, when it comes to the external, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the other people in your life, we actually have the Queen of Cups upright. And it does look like you have some support here, you have some backup coming through. Somebody is actually helping you secure, I guess you could say, getting back on your own track, where again, you're not necessarily either by your own choosing or simply by another person's influence or proximity in some cases, having to slum it. And with the Queen of Cups, this could absolutely have to do with, again, maybe even a replacement showing up in your life, a replacement for maybe a fake friend, a replacement for a difficult social group, a replacement that is actually going to not only be a complementary inclusion into your life, but also a match that is already bringing more goods to you in some way, spiritual, social, possibly even somebody who could hook you up romantically. It's a gorgeous week for that. In fact, with relationships, when it comes to the Page of Cups upright, a lot of you Virgo people are going to be finding that you are on the receiving end of a lot of flirtation from either a partner, a crush. Somebody is going out of their way to get your attention. Somebody is going out of their way to make sure that their intentions, the romantic intentions, are actually quite obvious. So for those of us Virgos out there who like to play coy and like to do things a little bit on the subtle, be mindful. This is not playing to that sensibility. In fact, with the Page of Cups upright, this could actually even be somebody that is reminiscent of somebody that you used to know in the past, or they carry a very youthful energy around them, because I'm actually seeing they're either physically younger or just younger in their expression, for those of you who are currently single and looking. And for those of you who are currently in a relationship, we do have your partner deciding to also handle things in a way where they're sort of reviving more of a youthful edge or vigor within themselves, and letting that be how they demonstrate that affection towards you. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever wish to get a session, just go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.